my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Herbert. Pollard now a first down and more. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely, this early. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From midfield, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
A big gain that time for the Chargers.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert, flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr., and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Shifts past him at the 45. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 35 on second down. Herbert. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. Out to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Running on first down, Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Play action. It's Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Allen to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
51 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Sliding out of the pocket.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though.
Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Chargers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week